Boom, 5.56 AKs. This one particularly is the Saber line from Palmetto State Armory, and there are not many guns that I have fallen in love with at first shot. There are a few, and this is one of them. Jesse, the camera guy, and I were talking about that just before we started filming. The first time you shoot this gun, it is a special experience.
Oh, that is so flat. God.
It just reaches down and touches a deep part of your soul. This is one of the flattest shooting guns I've ever shot. And that's not even what this video is about. I'm just talking about why we set the AK up this way and how we use it. But honestly, I wouldn't have set this gun up the way I did if I hadn't shot it first. So I had to tell you about how fast and how flat this thing shoots. It's silly pants. In fact, I may have said it's silly on camera after shooting it a few times. So it's got an AOG trigger in it. Again, the Saber line from PSA is great for AKs, for the ARs as well. They're definitely hitting that, definitely much more quality than you'd think you're gonna get for the price. And of course, thanks to US ingenuity, the AK accessory market has grown a lot in the last few years. So you can put anything on it you want. We have it as it came stock from PSA, other than obviously the accessories that we've added. So why did I set this AK up this way? Well, I use the goon tape here because I've never really been that much of a fan of the way Magpul, the texture they put on the grips. This just works a little bit better for me. And then, hey, it looks all cool. So works great. Dual purpose. Up here, we've got some goon tape in order to help with our cable management and to get a little heat reduction. We've got the Unity vertical grip up here. This is their Gen 2 grip, and that is a nice indexing point for me for my recoil mitigation. Proper biomechanic, human interface to the weapon. No, but for real, it just works really well, and that's where you want to put your hand to, shoot better. Get good. And then up top, we've got our OGL. I did not run a pressure switch on this because the way that just the overall length, my body size, my arm length, and the way I have the position I have the vertical grip here, I can get power authority with either hand for that top button, so I don't need any extra things in order to control the laser, so no pressure switch for that. And then obviously here, we've got our pressure switch for the Rain 3 from Cloud, which is super cool. One downside to this, and I understand why they had to do it, they pinned and welded the brake. So if we're going to SBR this thing, put a suppressor on it or something like that, we'd have to drill out the booster here, but the booster works really, really well. Again, reference ridiculously fat shooting AK. This thing is, again, I know. We're supposed to be talking about why I built the AK the way I did, but it shoots so well. Oh, and then it's got a folding stock here in the back. So overall, why did I build the AK this way? Okay, this is, if you're not trying to run suppressed, this is just about everything you need for an accurate enough, reliable, obviously proven system with a folding stock, improved ergonomics over what we're used to for AKs, maybe back in the old days anyway. So you've got the little ledge here for your enhanced safety. Plenty of rail space, obviously, for all the accessories. This has night vision mode on the EXPS 3-0, so we can run it under nods again with our laser here. So this is a 24/7, 365 capable platform with a long enough barrel for 5.56 to be absolutely as effective at whatever range you're going to shoot, because honestly, come on, you can't shoot that well anyway, let's be honest. Yeah, I could throw a magnifier on here if I wanted to, but again, not really the point. We have different guns that have magnifiers on them, and this is not the lightest base platform ever, so I'm not gonna add any weight to something I don't need to. And with our classic 3-0 reticle, I can honestly engage targets at various ranges using the dot, the bottom of the circle, or the posts. And that's just a matter of training, right? So I'm gonna go out and shoot this enough where I feel confident being able to get responsible hits at whatever range I'm gonna shoot. We live on the East Coast, so typically I'm not gonna shoot past like 150, 200 yards without some sort of special conditions or getting between ridge tops or down power line trails, something like that. So anywhere in the 300 and in, with my skill level with 5.56 with this platform, even shooting 55 grain, I am extremely confident that we're going to hit what we're shooting at when we need to. So everything I need, nothing I don't on an AK platform. This is probably the closest I've ever gotten an AK to running a fighting rifle like I would an AR, and it's fantastic. And oh, did I mention it shoots really fast and flat? Are you guys building fighting AKs? I know, we all know they are in Ukraine and Russia. But here, it's still a luxury, it's still a choice. And while you have the time to make that choice, I encourage you, go over there, look at PSA's AKs, look at all the amazing options you can get, and then look around on the market to see how we've classed these things up, because I gotta be honest, this thing's pretty cool. Thank you so much for watching. Got any comments, questions, please do put them below. And for all you AK fanboys, tell all the AR guys down there why they're wrong. And AR guys, please tell them how, well, we won the Cold War, so clearly Eugene Stoner was correct. Train hard, live free. See you next time.